of the fiasco of the trial. Definitely, we would wanted to see a fairer system, a trial of the whole era of tyranny, so it would be repeated in Iraq or in the region. But unfortunately, the way that this occurred was too bad and unpredictable. The whole trial was a fiasco. It wasn't.
But you're not against the death penalty?
I'm not against the death penalty, no, not at all.
It was simply the way it was administered?
The way the trial went. Yes, I'm not against, no. Death penalty is death penalty. When you commit crimes, you have to face the consequences. The land of the law, the law of the land, whatever this law, you should apply it to anybody.
And Ali al-Majid?
Ali al-Majid was also a man who committed a lot of crimes, but I am here.
Does he deserve to die?
It's not a matter of deserving or not deserving. What I am interested really in exposing tyranny, so this will never repeat itself. And this would be a lesson to all Iraqis, including the current rulers, including ourselves. What we need to...
So you see the death penalty as a warning then to others?
It should be a warning to others, yes.
Are you against the death penalty? I wonder what's behind your question.
I am against the death penalty.
All right, thank you. We'll take a question, please, from Basha Alani.
How do you propose to deal with the issue of women's rights, especially today, with the resurgence of extremism in the Muslim world? And to what degree can women's equality be secured in Iraq?
We, when we were in the governing council, we did pass a law to preserve the rights of women in Iraq. Unfortunately, now with more extremists taking power, they are revisiting this and they want to change reverse the situation. Women in Iraq have been very much engaged in the social, daily life, political life in Iraq, and have been very productive part of the Iraqi society. And we are proud, really, to have the women in Iraq outstanding role in the past. We would like to preserve this role for women in Iraq, but as you have painted out yourself, there is frankly a problem between moderation and extremism throughout the Islamic world and throughout the Arab world. And the liberals in the Arab world, those who are anti-extremism should fight as hard as they can to bring sense and justice and equality to the societies we are in, including in Iraq.
On that note, can we have a question, please, from Safiola Tay?
My question is that what do you think will happen with Iraq if and when the U.S. military leaves Iraq?
We hope that there would be a formula to be worked between the U.S. And between the Iraqi government. That's why we have been calling on the United Nations to have a much larger role and the Security Council to have a much larger role. And I did write a letter to the American administration, to the British Prime Minister Tony Blair, and to Kofi Annan, and to some Arab leaders last December, to give an expanded role to the UN and to the Security Council. And under the UN and the Security Council, there should be the Arab League, the Islamic Conference Organization, and the Gulf Cooperation Council to cooperate with the UN to bring about and to discuss the security requirements for Iraq.
Does that mean provide forces? You're looking to the GCC countries to provide forces in Iraq?
To provide forces and to provide support for reconciliation, political reconciliation. And
but they've shown no desire whatsoever to do that.
Well, some did show desire. When I was around, a lot of countries were expressing, and the problem then was how we could recreate the chain of command.
They took a long time to even visit Iraq. I mean, how long did it take the Arab League to get to Iraq?
No, I went myself. The first visit I did to the Arab countries, I met most of the leaders. And then the Saudis demanded that there should be an Islamic military presence in Iraq. But the problem then was the chain of command. And the U.S. Rejected to have a separate or a parallel chain of command, and they wanted to base whatever the United Nations decided. But I think this is an area where the UN could help a lot in restoring the stability to Iraq and helping Iraqis.
I think the questioner wants to come back on that.
To develop their own forces and their own capabilities.
Sir, I don't think to occupy your country, U.S. military, they ask your permission. If by leaving they do the same things, what is going to be the situation inside of Iraq?
It will be disastrous. If they leave prematurely, without any preparations, without the UN taking charge or being in charge, without helping Iraq to build institutions which are loyal to the country,